In this video, I'll be teaching you guys how to progress as a hollow. This will include such things as getting your resurrection, actually leveling up, and other things like that. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe. My current goal is 3,000 subs, and we can get that, I would really appreciate it. And if you need a bit more personal help on this game or any other game, then just join my Discord down below, and I'll help you with whatever you need. You can also join that if you want to know when my videos are uploaded or when I'm streaming, because I plan on streaming more frequently coming soon. But yeah, now let's get right into the video. Alright, so obviously when you first spawn in, you're going to spawn in right here as like a default character. And then the first thing that you're going to want to do is go to Aizen. You should have a marker on him. And then you'll talk to him, and then he should give you a mission to defeat a Shinigami. And then when you're done with killing that Shinigami, it should pop up on your map. You just go over there and kill it. And then you'll come back here and talk to Aizen, and that's actually how you become a hollow. And then it will teleport you to Hueco Mundo. So now that you're actually in Hueco Mundo, I'll explain how the progression for hollows works. So pretty much whenever you kill something, their bodies will drop and then you just eat their flesh. That is actually how you level up. It's a bit more tedious than a Soul Reaper. It's definitely harder. So yeah, pretty much what you'll do is if you go to your profile, I recommend buying the race progression because you can actually see how much you have. If you don't have this, then you're gonna have to actually farm for money, and then you can check every like hour or so, or whenever you have enough money to check. I would recommend checking every hour though. But now, my personal way that I get XP the fastest is going to be defeating Adjuchas. You want to do this until you're Vassal Lorde, which is like the 4th progression. If you guys don't know, you'll pretty much just go here. It's in the backside of the bones. You just go up here, and then this is where the Adjuchas spawn. You kill these guys. They'll give you like 15 XP per kill. And then you farm that all the way until you're Vassal Lorde, which is the 2nd to last evolution. Some notes that I do want to make is whenever you are a Menos, if you don't have a private server, then you are going to have to pretty much be AFK for an hour and make sure that you don't die, or else your progression will reset. And if you do have a private server, then you just AFK inside a private server for 4 hours. You just set up an auto clicker or whatever, and then yeah, you'll do that. And that's how you will get into an Adjucha, and then after Adjucha, you get into a Vassal Lorde, and that is when I recommend you stop farming here. And then when you're done with that, all that you need to do is go to your skills and then buy the Dardanta, and that will actually take you back to the World of the Living or Katakura Town, and that is where you'll farm from Vassal Lorde all the way to Vassalkar. So yeah, this is what the portal looks like, and then you'll just go through this. Alright, and then when you're out of the portal, you want to go to this high school looking thing that's right by the graveyard in the middle of Katakura Town. And then you're just going to want to keep on killing these Arancars and eat their body parts until you actually get to Vassalkar. From the base of Vassal Lorde all the way to Vassalkar is 4,000 XP, so it will take kind of a long time to actually farm this. But yeah, when you're done with this, all that you have to do is buy the Vassalkar thing. It will be right here in your skills. All that you do, this will say Vassal Lorde, and it should be right here at the top. It will say Vassalkar. You buy that, and then you use the skill. The only issue with that is if you fail, then you pretty much have to get all your XP again. That is why so many people say hollow progression is so much harder. It is pretty easy though. It's pretty much just clicking on your keyboard. If you want to like warm up or something for it, I personally did monkey type, and that's what a lot of my friends did just to get our hands ready. You don't have to do that, as it was way easier than I expected, and I had like 4 seconds remaining. So as long as you don't mistype, then you should be fine, but a lot of people are having issues with that right now. So if you're watching this video and haven't decided if you're going hollow, keep that in mind, because that will definitely drag you down if you're not quick at typing. But yeah, when you're done with that and you actually become a Vassalkar, you'll get random moves, you'll get a random hole and a random mask. You can reroll all that with a legendary orb or with ROBUX, however you decide to do it. I personally don't recommend ROBUX as it's way overpriced, as you guys can see in the shop. Just to reset, your Aranccar hole is 100, and then your mask is another 125, and then your clothes is another 125. So I recommend just keeping with whatever you have. I personally got really lucky and got what I want, but yours will be completely random. Some of them do look super ugly in my opinion. Alright, so when you're done with all that and you get your character looking how you want it, now you can actually get your resurrection. So all that you have to do is press K, just like Soul Reapers, and then you'll go into your meditation, and then you just meditate until your thing's level 5, and then you can actually fight your resurrection. And then yeah, you're good. You'll have your resurrection. It will spawn you in with a random one. There is a few codes that you can actually reset it with, or you can get legendary orbs to change yours. The ones that I personally recommend getting are obviously going to be the 1%, which is Ardante and Los Lobos. And then other than that, the only one that's actually kind of decent is the Gravity one. I personally have the Lightning one, which is Tormenta, and it's honestly really not that good. And then the Volcano one's alright as well, but I really just recommend the 3 that I said. But yeah, when you're done with that, all that you really do after that is farm drops. I'll have a full drops video out tomorrow of who I recommend to farm. But pretty much just farm stuff that would give you a lot of HP. Personally, all my drops give me 245 HP. But yeah, pretty much after you get Vassal there really isn't much content that you can do until they add a ranked. I do believe ranked is going to be out in a few days. But yeah, the last thing that I'll talk about is going to be the skills that I recommend you use. So most of the skills for Arontar, a lot of people actually complain about because they're actually not that good. But the ones that I personally recommend is obviously all the passive ones. So like this one gives you defensive armor, and then once you're done buying all the passives, then you can actually decide which moves you want to use. The ones that I personally use, Flash Sero is really good. Sero Stomp is good because it's a grab move. But the ones that I personally really only use is going to be Chain Pull, Finger Sero, and Sero Gate. Because most of the skills for Arontar honestly aren't that good, and I kind of just recommend using Fist or Sword skills, and then using Arontar skills kind of as a combo extender. I believe, because a lot of people are complaining about it, they might buff Arontars, but honestly, in my opinion, it's not that much better than being a Vassal Lorde, because Vassal Lorde does have the Mouth Sero, which does way more damage than any other skill Arontars have. That is the main complaint that people are having. But yeah, you do get shield and all that, so it is still worth it to get into a Vassal car. It's really just all up to you. If you want to have more survivability, then go Vassal car until they buff it, or you can go Vassal Lorde if your main focus is just damage. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I just want to do this real quick so you guys actually know what to do. The last thing that I'll say is if you do want to farm in the Soul Society, you do have to go inside a public server and actually just bed people to open up their portal to the Soul Society. There's no way for you to just run in there and access it. You do have to bed someone or get your own Soul Society friend to take you to it. And that is the really only complaint that I personally have about being a Vassal car, is you have no access to the Soul Society. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, because I'll have more Project Mugetsu content out very soon. And join my Discord down below so you know when my videos first time out, or when I've done a stream as well. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on Vassal car and the holo progression as a whole. But yeah, that's it for me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.